Missouri Business Week, sponsored by Plaza Commercial Realty, starts now.
While the population and geographic size of Columbia has exploded in the past 10 years, sales tax has also seen, unfortunately, an opposite effect, putting services like public safety in jeopardy. So what are some things that businesses are doing to try to get sales tax revenues up this year? We have Executive Director Carrie Gardner with the Business Loop CID with us for this week's segment of Mid-Missouri. Thank you so much for being with us this morning,
Thank you
Carrie.
for having me.
So let's go ahead and get, straight started. What are some of these things that businesses are doing to get the sales revenue back up?
So as you know, it's a lot of online sales. It's really hurting local sales. So a couple things to think about. You cannot outsource dining out. So the more restaurants we have, the more nightlife, the more lunch places, the more coffee shops. That helps local sales tax revenues. What we're doing on the Business Loop and what we've been doing pretty well all along is we provide a lot of goods and services that you can't get online. You can get your car fixed, you buy tile, flooring, paint. Those are things you can't order and have delivered to your doorstep. So that helps keep sales tax revenues local.
Okay, all right. And as far as, citywide, is that something that you've seen with the city is trying to get more of these restaurants into town, and kind of what's the next step?
So certainly, and the city does a lot of work trying to bring retailers here, because as you know, it's the retailers that really bring the sales tax in. In the last 10 years or so, there's a lot of big box stores that came in. The problem the city is having as a whole right now is the big box stores are really being they're being threatened by Amazon. And so that's the new challenge for the city.
As far as the small businesses, we hear about it all the time. What are they doing? I mean, that's a lot harder for them than it is for a larger company.
So the great thing about small businesses is they often have something that's local, that's unique, local art, local foods, value-added products. And so every time we can encourage new startups, we can get more sales tax as a city. So you look at Ready, what Ready's doing with their innovation hub, and they have a small business hub where they really try to foster startups. That will help us in the long run combat some of these internet trends.
And what are some of these highlights that we've already seen with 2018 so far this year?
So what we're seeing right now, on the Business Loop is one thing that we're really pleased at is that our sales tax revenues are higher than we expected. And we think it's because we have these kind of internet resistant businesses. So what we're going to be looking to do in 2018 is not just make sure that more people shop with us,
sure,
but that we can create a niche and that we can move into future years really building on this kind of internet resistant niche of home improvement, auto, and certain sales like that.
Okay, sounds good. Carrie, thanks so much for joining us this morning on our segment, and we will of course have some more information for you on our website at abc17news.com.